What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with this week's haul video. Oh man, we're gonna monologue a little bit, today. I got a few things I'd like to talk about. One being a few health issues that I've had. I know you've heard me mention it before, but I never really got specific. We can get a little more specific for you guys this time, But first, I want to talk about the news with Sony. Sony has basically thrown up the white flag and said we surrender. They've canceled all of their future Marvel projects, with the exceptions of the ones that are made, Venom 3 and Craven. So the Silk series, which, all you people that were holding on to those first appearance Cindy Moons, I know there was a video out, I won't say who, but who said, hey, hold on to those things because Silk is out. Well, so what does that mean? That means it's a good time, wait a few minutes for everybody to adjust and then go pick the key up. It's a good key. Movie hype, or the show hype, or whatever, that has died down. So good news. I think I read the article. I'll paraphrase, so don't quote me because I'm paraphrasing. You know me. But they basically took a look at what was working, which was basically Miles Morales. So this is good news. This is good news, I think. So I think the plan is put the people that were in charge of Miles Morales and the animated stuff in charge of future stuff going forward, because whatever they're doing is working. The word "duh" comes to mind, if you know what I mean. But I think the focus is going to switch to Miles Morales and live action Miles Morales, and build their Spider-Verse around Miles Morales, which, in my opinion, here's what they need to do. They own all the rights to Spider-Man and all Spidey-related characters. They've got such a huge universe to deal with. Let Marvel keep paying rent for Spider-Man, because that's a good chunk of change, I'm sure, to let Spider-Man have that, or in that MCU, and let them use him. Let them keep paying rent. They're making bank off of the MCU, and and renting out Spider-Man. Focus on your other key, on your other marquee. That's what I was trying to say. Your other marquee Spider-Man. Not only is there Miles Morales, but I've always been a fan, and he always keeps popping up. But Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, bring them out. Build a Sony Spider-Verse around those characters. You have so many characters to choose from. Because I know you keep seeing the MCU. You've seen Doc Ock over there and all this, but Sony owns the rights to all of them. Venom, Green Goblin, Sandman. They own the rights to all of them. Let the MCU have Peter Parker. Let them keep renting them out. Keep using that as your mad money. That's your safety deposit box. That's where you're making bank all the time, and that's a constant source of income. Meanwhile, over in your Sonyverse, you just start over, because it's been a dumpster fire. With the exception of some mild success from the Venom movies, the Sonyverse has been a dumpster fire. Start over. Put the right people in charge. Focus around, I would say, Miles Morales. Focus your Spider-Verse around Miles Morales. Bring in those villains. Peter Parker, if you wanted your own Spider-Man, do Ben Reilly. Do Scarlet Spider or something. But I think your money is in Miles Morales. much as a fan I am of Scarlet Spider, more so than Miles Morales, love Scarlet Spider, and I would love to see live action Scarlet Spider. But I think the money, the safe money, is on Miles Morales. Get the right people in there. Start focusing on entertaining the fans. Stop focusing on driving political agendas. Nobody goes to the movies for politics. That's where we go to the movies to escape the bullshit that we got to deal with out here. So that is my personal opinion on Sony and their Sonyverse. Good news. I'm glad they decided to just you know, throw the white flag, wave the white flag, and say we give up. We clearly don't know what we're doing. We need to get somebody that does. Smart move, but anyway, but that's my little rant on Sony and the news that's come through there. As far as health issues that go, I know you all heard me say I've mentioned casually that I've had some health issues. Your boy hadn't been taking very good care of himself is basically what it boils down to. I got high blood pressure. I finally went to the doctor. Let me preface this by saying I finally broke down and went to the doctor. I was waking up every 15 minutes, gasping for air, trying to sleep. I would be standing still, gasping for air, not doing anything, just standing there, and then all of a sudden I would just, and it would feel like I was suffocating. Was getting really lightheaded and dizzy, and luckily your boy's made some friends working graveyard shift at the gas station, and friends in the police department and friends in the EMTs. And the EMTs finally came and decided, you know what, we're going to check you. We're going to check on you. So they did, and convinced me I needed to go to the doctor ASAP. My blood pressure when I went to my doctor's appointment was 210 over 107. That was this close to a stroke or a heart attack or something. They said that my shallow breathing, or my my suffocating, or my troubles breathing that I was having was due to that, and the dizziness was probably due to that too as well. So they said immediately, we got to get you on blood pressure medicine. They said for all you know, you've possibly had a heart attack, a mild one, and you just didn't know it, or you thought it was something else. They asked me if I ever had chest pains, and I was like, well, yeah, I took some Tums, and he's like, yeah. So, got me in there, got me back on some blood pressure, got me on some blood pressure medicine. Did some blood work, and shocker, type 2 diabetes. I know, who would have thought? Steve, surely not you. You are the very picture of health. So, that's the most recent development. My blood test shows that I get type 2 diabetic. So they're putting me on the same medication they put all diabetics on at first. It's reversible. I can get it down. So over time, this, you might see your boy start. You'll notice it in my face, because I intentionally shoot myself from the shoulders up, because down here is damn, okay, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm so fat, I got like 5 smaller people orbiting around me here. You don't know what I'm talking about here. I mean, I put my belt on with a boomerang. That's what we're talking here. I get out of bed, I got to make 2 trips. I'm a big guy. Okay, so you might start seeing some of this go away. All right, but so working on myself, still smoking. Asked for some Chantix. Doctor says, let's not do that. Let's focus on immediate stuff. I don't want to overload you with a whole bunch of medications. The first time I was on blood pressure medication, and I know what you're saying, Stevie, why did you get off of blood pressure medication? Because it was having some effects on me that I didn't like. And I was like, fuck it, I just ain't going to take it. I'm a stubborn old goat. And I was like, if I don't like something, I'm just going to stop. Well, I seen what happens when you stop. And those little minor things that were irritating to me are nothing compared to what was going on off of it. So I've learned my lesson there. But where was I going? Oh yeah, I was having a lot of trouble with some Achilles tendonitis, and I couldn't hardly walk. And I didn't know at the time, but because it went away. It just all of a sudden went away one day. And here's what I thought. I was buying these $150, $160 orthopedic high-dollar shoes, Brooks and what was the other one? New Balance and all these. And they were not helping. So I said, screw it. I'm not spending money on these things anymore. They don't help. So I just went and bought a $20 cheap pair of Walmart shoes and put some insoles, Dr. Scholl's in them things. And it started getting better. And I was thinking, what do you know? So I chalked it up to just the shoes. As it turns out, one of the medications he was giving me was Ruvastatin. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And one of the side effects is like tendon pain. And he said he didn't want to put me back on that because he's pretty sure that's probably what was causing my tendonitis. And I was like, oh yeah, well, let's not do that again. I mean, I was crippled up. So that is the health issues that I was having, or currently having. As you can tell, I sound probably a lot better. Someone had mentioned the cough before in one of my videos. You really need to get that cough looked at. As you can see, it's getting better. I've been on my blood pressure medication now for about 3 weeks. I feel a lot better. The shortness of breath has gone away completely. I can sleep at night now. I am feeling so much better. So I might stick around there for a while. I mean, guys, I was at the point where I was starting to think that I wasn't going to live very much longer. And I mean, I ain't out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. My blood pressure is still rolling around 146 over 97, I think. 96, 97, I think when they took it. Still high, but much, much better than 210 over 110, So the drinking on camera all the time, so my throat gets real dry and I'm thirsty all the time. That is a symptom of diabetes, is increased thirst. I haven't started my diabetes medicine yet. I just got the news. It's been a weekend, and now today is Monday. It's a holiday. So I haven't started on that yet. Hopefully I go pick it up tomorrow afternoon, go get my meds, get on that, and we'll get those started. And you won't have to see me pause and go, hold on a minute. But the good news is, other than, finding out that I'm diabetic as well, I feel a lot better. I feel much, much, much better to the point where, I had to give up my other hobby, disc golf. You've heard me talk about it. I love disc golf. Hadn't been able to play in months, almost a year, because of the health issues. I just couldn't do it. I feel like I could play now. I really do. Shortness of breath is gone. And, would I be sucking oxygen by the time I got done with 18 holes? Probably. But I need to get the exercise. The exercise is key to getting past this diabetes stuff. And I wasn't able to exercise. Now I feel like I can play. So I'm going to start playing. Summer's here. The high school that has the disc golf course that I like the best. It's a little more beginner friendly for me. It is now open to, all day long. You used to couldn't play during school hours because they're afraid you're going to bean some poor kid in the head with a disc. And I mean, I would pay money for that. but anyway, yeah, a little cough. I am still. I think I'm having a few side effects from the medication, but they're not as bad enough. You know, the good outweighs the bad on these. Mostly muscle cramps. I mean, in my forearms, my sides, and my legs, getting muscle cramps. So hopefully they can tweak that and get that down. Anyway, those are the health updates. I know probably some of you are like, couldn't give two shits, but for those of you that do care and were wondering about, what's wrong with Stevie B, or you noticed I wasn't quite myself. A lot of it was the health issues and the stress and the worry. I was getting pretty worried. But enough of that. We're done with that, my rant. I've gone on for a whole video now talking about everything except comic books. So let's get on to this week's haul. Memorial Day is today. Happy Memorial Day. Hope y'all have a blast and you're enjoying your day. But that unfortunately means no mail today. And since my Midtown stuff didn't come Saturday like it does sometimes, means I'm not going to get it till Tuesday. That's okay, because we're going to catch up. I didn't get my Midtown stuff last week either. For some odd reason, it was delayed. And so we didn't do any Midtown yet last week. So this week I got last week's Midtown stuff. So we do have some Midtown stuff. I know that's not the most popular stuff on here, but I do have some. We did get a few of the free comic book day stuff. Midtown did offer it for online people a little later. I did get a few of those. No, just a few. I didn't get every single one of them just because they were free. I got to quit doing that. The only ones I got are the ones I was interested in. Spider-Man Ultimate Universe #1. Free comic book day. This is the first appearance of the Ultimate Human Torch. Who knew? Whoa. I mean, Ultimate Human Torch, that is fire. See what I did there? And I'm not sure why I got this one. For some reason, I thought it was some kind of minor key. I thought it was a first appearance, but apparently I was wrong, and I got it anyway. But free comic book day, Star Wars #1. Cool cover though. This is a untold story of Luke and Vader. I think 2 stories featuring Luke, Vader, and Leia. And of course, the big crossover event for Marvel this summer is the Blood Hunt. I got the Blood Hunt #1. First appearance of Karina Ellis. I don't know. She might be somebody. She might not be. Who knows? Absolute Power #1. This DC's big crossover event. Yeah. So I am not chasing them damn crossover events anymore. I be honest with you guys, and I know all you purists out there that they collect and read every single solitary comic book you buy, and so therefore you buy every single Batman that comes out, every single Spider-Man that comes out, and all this. I just can't afford to do it. And so far, there for the longest, everything I've been reading, especially DC, and I hate it, but has just been trash. DC are to comics what Marvel or what Sony has been to Marvel. Okay, for lately. I'm sorry, and you guys are going to comment and go, "Oh, you need to read." And I'm sure there are some DC books out there that are good, and I just haven't read them. But for the most part, I just can't. So, but I will collect the core stuff. I will get the core stuff, just more as a spec than anything, if I'm being honest. Or unless they, do this. Bam! Foil! They're going to sucker me in with the foil every time. first appearance of the Blood Coven. But Blood Hunt #1, not Blood Hunt Free Comic Book Day #1, but Blood Hunt #1. I will probably get the cores of these, but it was foil. I was like, should I get Blood Hunt foil? Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. You know me, foil. I am not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan at all. And when I seen that they were doing a black, white, and green, they're doing this black, white, and shit, and they're like, wow, we don't even have to color and we're getting money. So they've been doing all this black, white, and green. I'm like, I'm not a Turtles fan. I'm not going to get one. There's no way in hell. Boom, foil. Boom. He gets one anyway. Holy crap. And I just realized I'm in 20 minutes into this video and I am not wearing my microphone. So if the audio is a little off, because it's going straight in my phone, but that's all right. We'll get there. But bam! Probably a good thing I wasn't wearing my mic. That would have been, y'all would have been, with headphones on, would have been like, Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, foil. So I got one. I picked it up. Well, man. And they're doing these to death. They're like cramming. They're trying. Marvel is like, a kid with a new toy. Ooh, gotta play with it, Ooh, gotta get it, and everything. And they see somebody. You ever get? Here's what it's like. You ever be around your toddler, and he says something funny unintentionally, and everybody in the room says, ah, like my kid one time in Walmart. He looked at me, and he goes, I farted. And I started busting out laughing. And then my wife started busting out laughing. And he was like, I've been funny. And then he starts going, I farted. And he screaming it at the top of his lungs because he thought he did something cool. That's the way Marvel is with Venom and Carnage. So we got another new Venom series, Separation Anxiety. I was like, I'm sitting there, dudes. Guys, I'm not doing another freaking Venom series. Bam! Foil! It's like, son of a bitch. All right, I'm doing it. So, yes, I got #1, got the foil. But in my defense, that's a pretty gorgeous foil. Come on. Yes, I know I have a problem. Oh, my God. Thank God Valiant doesn't do a lot of foils. They couldn't do enough foils to get me to buy a Valiant book. But that concludes last week's Midtown Haul. As you can see, foil madness was in the house. A lot of foil there. But anyway, let's move on. Got a couple of eBay purchases. Only 3, so I won't keep you. I know this is going to be a 30-minute video. I apologize. I just thought you guys might like an update, let you know what's going on, why there's Jekyll and Hyde things going on. But I picked this up on eBay. It was cheap. The only reason I got it at all, honestly, is it's a badass cover. I ain't gonna lie. Sensational She-Hulk #57. It's the first one-on-one Hulk versus She-Hulk. I had to have it. I love that cover because it's actually got a She-Hulk on it, not Kim Kardashian with green skin. So I love She-Hulk like that. That's the way you do it. Next up, I got this because, this is a little undervalued key. I think it's not it's a minor key. But I think it's gonna see some spikeage, and I don't have a whole lot of Fantastic Four keys. I got to work on that. It's also, but it's Fantastic Four 278. It's the origin of Doom. How his disfigurement and the mask and everything. It's also a controversial issue because there are some pretty rotten racial slurs in there that you would not get away with in today's society at all. at all, I promise you. Even though they are acknowledged in a very, very negative way. Basically, as protesters were putting racial slurs across some signs, and the Human Torch saw them and took huge offense to it and threatened to beat the kid senseless if he ever saw him, caught him doing that again, and then burned all the graffiti off the signs. So yeah, if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's been really controversial for that. But I got it basically because the origin of doom, and then I found out after the fact that, oh wow, really? And they'll do it. They did like I am. I'm not saying the slur, but I opened the pages and I just read the slur, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could see that not going well. Any rate, cool little undervalued key. I think it's a good one to pick up. And last but not least, had to have this. Got this one's a really good price. This is Silver Age goodness, and another really cool cover by. For me, not a key, no first appearances or anything, just an iconic cover. And this is Wonder Woman number 177, Battle of Wonder Woman and Supergirl. Love that cover, love it. I can't even remember who did the cover. I really ought to start doing my research before I film these videos. Start looking these up so I don't look like a complete idiot. But that gets you guys engaged. See, you can leave a comment because everybody likes to stick it to me and say, hey, haha, I know who this. You didn't know that was a so-and-so cover? Get y'all engaged. Y'all aren't engaged enough, and I get very few views and even less comments. But you know what? I still plug along because I love it. I don't care. Anyway, cool cover. Really cool cover. I really love it. But anyway, that is it. That is the haul for this week. Next week's will be a little bit bigger. I'm fixing to, when I get off here, I'm fixing to go fishing. Not actual fishing, but comic book fishing. I'm going to do some hunting. Sold some books this weekend. Made some extra money. So I'm going to see if I can't find one of the bigger books that I've been after. Around that $100 range or something that I can maybe pick up for less than that $100 range. But anyway, once again, trying to beat a dead horse. But my boy Russ is like 4 or 5 subscribers away from 300 subscribers. Once we get there, the first Monday of June. I think in my last video I said May, erroneously. I may not have. But first Monday in June. And we will draw a winner. For those of you that have followed their instructions, go to my giveaway video. You'll see it on my channel. Scroll down to the videos. Go to giveaway time and follow the instructions on how to enter for your chance to win these books. The Batman number 5, foil facsimile, first Batmobile, and Brave and the Bold number 54, foil facsimile, first appearance of the Teen Titans. And we'll probably throw in a. I hate. Here's the thing. Everybody that's bought anything from me or gotten anything from me knows that I hate to waste a Gemini on 2 or 3 books. Hate to. So I'm probably going to throw in some filler books. Nothing outrageous. Just a few books that I think are kind of cool that you might like. Especially if I know you know what you're kind of into. I might help a brother out. Anyway, head over to Collect What and leave the hashtag Stevie B Comics or Stevie B Sent Me on the appropriate video. If you leave it on the wrong video, I ain't gonna find it. But go to the giveaway video. Follow the instructions. It's pretty simple. Get entered. Get him to 300. Get him to 400. Get him to 400, and I'll throw in another big book. But contest ends May 31st. So, end of May, we will draw first Monday in June. But that is going to do it. Before y'all go, let me know what you think of the new intro. Short, sweet. A lot of people complain about the length of my intros, so I decided I'd just make a short, sweet, little quick intro and probably use it on all my content instead of having a different intro for everyone. Let me know what you think. Prefer the long, dramatic intros, or do you like short, quick, and to the point? But that's going to do it. Before you go, do all those YouTube things we love for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and go sub each other up. Let's grow this community. But we will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Peace.